Hi guys, welcome to a new video on my channel Twin Flame Spirit. My name is Yvonne. Today we will talk about twin flames for a change. So today we're discussing what are your options, right? Let's say you met your twin flame, you met your one true love, or let's say you just met someone that completely changed your life because everything changed about since you knew that person. So when you got to know that person, everything changed. You didn't really know what it was about. All you knew that was that you got to know a new sort of love that you had never experienced before, and you were happy as never before. If things went well between you from the start, maybe you were also already married, which a lot of times is the case, because a lot of times people meet their twin flame like in the middle to around the middle of their life, let's say. So then a lot of times people are already married, so they're like not as happy to meet that one true love always, because it complicates things, because they took a vow to be like faithful and truthful and forever with that one person, that then they realize that it's not actually the person they're in love with anymore, because in came that new person that showed them a love that they had never experienced before. So if I say they, of course I mean you watching this video maybe, right? So that is what happened maybe to you, and you were like, you didn't know what was happening to you because you didn't know that such a big love existed, and such genuine and pure love even existed. You didn't know that was even an option. Otherwise you wouldn't have settled for what you had in maybe your marriage, right? So you're in that situation, and then you start Googling. You're like, what's going on here? Because this is different than what I ever experienced. Maybe it came also difficult times with your new love, and you broke up, and he doesn't want to talk to you anymore, and you know deep in your heart that he loves you, and you don't understand what's going on. It's also ambiguous that you're just like freaking out. So at one point you start Googling, right? You're like, what is this? And you come upon twin flames and all the huge jungle of information out there that will give you lots of great info and also not so great info. But overall, you do get a picture of, okay, this is maybe not so, not so common, in the sense of it's not something that happens several times a life that you meet that one special person, but it is really your one true partner, your one true love. So as I said, you start to realize maybe, right? And it's a process. It sinks in, okay, this might be twin flames. Maybe you doubt, maybe you question it, maybe you fight it. Whatever it is, you sort of come to terms at one point that, okay, this love isn't going to go anywhere. Not only the person itself, but also the feelings for that person. Like the love that unites you both, that binds you both forever in eternity. It's not going to go anywhere. It's here to stay, no matter, maybe you tried a million things already. You try to block it. You try to like fight it. You try to not feel anything. You try to break up with him or her. You try to move away. You change countries. You switch schools for your kids, whatever it is you did, you tried it all. Everything under the sun you tried to get rid of this connection. Yet it persists, yet it's still there. So now as I said, you're slowly coming to terms with, okay, this is here to stay. What do I do now? Right? So I'm addressing you in that position where you're at now, where you're like, okay, I realize this is twin flames. I realize, because I read it everywhere, that you can't really break the bond. You can't really do anything. Well, there's certain sites saying you can, but honestly, you can't. So now, that's why I made the video. It's like, what is your options now? What are your options? So that's the first one. What we just said is that you continue to do what you did in order to try to get rid of the connection. That you try it one more time, that you maybe move cities one more time, that you take your kids out of school one more time, that you tell him that you never want to talk to him one more time, only to then 2 weeks later call him up because you're like, I can't do this, this is stronger. You can try to be faithful to your husband, but when you see your twin, it just takes over. And I'm not advocating like cheating on anyone at all, nor having an affair, nor ditching someone easily, nor breaking up or divorcing easily. Not at all. But I'm here to help you in the situation you're in. And by telling you, making you feel bad about what you're going through, or making you feel bad about what you might have done, I'm not really helping you. At least I'm not considering that I'm helping you. If I told you, oh, you're a bad person, you slept with your twin and you are still married, oh. We have the Catholic Church who does that. So you guys don't need me to do that, right? But that being said, I value honesty and transparency and being faithful and all of that. But there is like this link, and this connection is conceived, not conceived, what's the name? Is not conceived. Conceived is when an egg meets the sperm, right? That's conceived. Oh my gosh. Conception. But I want to say like this connection is made on purpose in a way that it's stronger than everything. It's made so it's so magnetic you can't resist it. You basically fly to each other, like you being twins. It's made that way. So who are you, human being, to like undo something that is divinely meant to be like that? You can resist it, but you will suffer endlessly. So if you can't resist it, or you didn't resist it, you didn't do anything wrong in the sense of you didn't go out and wanted to cheat on someone. It just happened because it was so strong. So let go of all the guilt, all the guilty feelings you're carrying around of how bad of a person or of a spouse you are. You can let that go. It happens to basically everyone. So everyone who meets their twin it's just made that way, right? So now you can continue to try to fight that, and you will feel the consequences of trying to fight that. You will not feel good. You will not feel aligned with who you are. You will not feel like your soul is soaring. You will eventually even, and I'm not saying this to threaten you, but there might be health problems, there might be issues with your kids, there might be issues with your work. Like, things are just not gonna go all that smoothly if you choose to fight truth and to fight your own being and your own feelings. That is, it's not what you're supposed to do, but it is an option. So you can do that. I'm not here to tell you what you have to do, just giving you the options. You can keep on fighting that. Keep on blocking him, keeping running from it, keep on running from the connection. You will feel miserable doing that. Maybe you will not feel so bad for a certain time, but it will catch up with you. You will just feel that inner dilemma of like, I can't be with my spouse like I used to be anymore. The connection isn't there anymore. All of a sudden it just changed basically overnight. I know it changes overnight. I know that from so and so many stories I heard. It changes overnight when you meet your twin. It changes how you feel towards your husband, towards your life in general. It questions everything. Like, it puts everything into question. So don't be hard on yourself. It's normal. That's how it goes. So the second option you have is contrary to the one I just showed you, which is you could be honest with yourself and with everyone around you. You could be honoring how you feel. You could be, first of all, admitting to yourself how you feel. You could go, okay, this is how I feel. Okay, I admit it. I stopped fighting it. I'm tired of fighting it. This doesn't go anywhere if I try to fight it. I admit that I love this person. I admit that I dream of him, that I think of him every instant, that I feel him with me every instant of every time, every moment. I'm not obsessing over it. I'm still working. I'm having fun with my friends. I'm doing whatever. I'm looking after the kids. I'm taking care of business, whatever it is. But I feel him constantly with me. What is this? This is strange, but I now admit it. That's how I feel. I don't fight it anymore. Then, as a next step, will eventually come naturally that you will want to share that. Maybe with your friend, with your best friend, maybe with your spouse, maybe with your kids, whoever it is, you start to own how you feel. You don't want to fight it any longer because you can tell it's not going to get you anywhere. It's making you miserable to keep it just within yourself, to not share it with anyone, right? So you eventually admit to others, you own how you feel. and you act accordingly. I know this is way easier said than done, to basically maybe walk away from a marriage that's been going on for 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, 5 years, it doesn't really matter. However long it went on, you tried to believe in it, maybe you truly believed in it until you met that person. Maybe you knew all along that there was that other person and you just gave it a try. That's okay too. Whatever it is, it's not a bad choice you made, it's not a mistake you made, it's not like, it's okay. But facing how you now feel, how you feel now, will lead to you questioning, of course, if you still want that old relationship, which you probably want, because not because you're a bad person, but because this new thing came in that you didn't see coming, and now it's here, and now you can make it go away. So it will feel good to you, I promise, to act according to how you feel. And as I said again, it's not easy, and it is a process, and it's not that immediately you hate your spouse or you don't feel a thing for them anymore. It's a different kind of love that might link you to them. But still, like, over time, it will become unbearable to pretend to be something with them that you're not anymore. You've never been in truth, but you're certainly not anymore, and you will come to realize that. So it will feel way better to free yourself from what doesn't feel good anymore. Not because you're mean or you want to ditch that person and hurt them, no, but because you know you have a right to, and you're actually freeing everyone involved. Because if that spouse knew how you truly felt about that other person, they wouldn't want to be with you, to be honest. If they're really valuing themselves and they have a high self-esteem and high self-respect, they will not tolerate that, because they know they deserve better than that, which is true. They do. And you do too. You both do, right? So that's the two options you have. You can lie to yourself. You can try to make it go away. You won't succeed, but you can keep on trying. Or you can be truthful to yourself and to everyone around you and just face it and just do it step by step. No rash decision. No throwing everything up in the air. No, it doesn't need to be that way. It can be compassionate, it can be loving, and you will be supported. So that's the options you have. I think you know which one I prefer for you to have, because it will make you feel way better in the mid to long term. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you to it. Thanks so much for watching. If you need help, reach out. I'll be happy to guide you, and I'm sending much love. Bye guys. Bye.